Despite being dead for over a quarter of a century, English director Alfred Hitchcock still reigns supreme as cinema's master of suspense. He directed his first silent film, The Pleasure Garden, in 1925. And by 1929, while other directors were still struggling with the challenges of using sound, Hitchcock was already experimenting with it. In his first talkie, Blackmail, he distorts a conversation so that all the paranoid killer hears is the word knife.
Knife. Knife. Knife!
His first acknowledged masterpiece, The 39 Steps, set up a theme of the innocent, ordinary man thrown into an extraordinary set of circumstances that he doesn't understand, which Hitchcock repeated throughout his career. His first Hollywood film, Rebecca, in 1940, won him his only Oscar for Best Picture. Based on Daphne du Maurier's novel, it stars Joan Fontaine as the second Madame de Winter. He attributed the popularity of his scary films to our perverse appetite for fear.
At what they call the midway of a fairground, you'll find places on each side of you where you pay money to be scared, whether it's the roller coaster or the switchback or the haunted house or the whip. People go on these things, you see, to enjoy fear.
Another psychological thriller, Rope, made in 1948, was an extraordinary technical achievement. Shot in 7 unedited takes of 10 minutes each, it followed the dastardly exploits of a murderous gay couple. The 1950s saw the emergence of the so-called frigid blonde beauty in Hitchcock's films. Famously disgusted by his own looks, he cast the period's most handsome leading men, such as James Stewart and Cary Grant, to star opposite the likes of Grace Kelly, Kim Novak, and Eva Marie Saint in films like Rear Window and North by Northwest. He made his next popular shocker in 1963, The Birds.
No matter the language.
The film marked the big screen debut of his favorite frigid blonde, Tippi Hedren, whom he'd spotted in a diet drink commercial. In one of the film's most terrifying scenes, where his leading lady is being attacked by killer crows, Tippi was said to have endured live birds being hurled at her by prop men for a week, during which she became hysterical and collapsed. Her jittery denials of mistreatment at the hands of the director rang a little false.
Is Mr. Hitchcock a difficult man to work with?
Not at all. I've never heard him raise his voice or temperament. He has no great show of temperament whatsoever. He's wonderful to work with.
The man himself did little to quell rumors that he had little consideration for his stars.
I've always said that actors are cattle, actually. But at least the birds do as they're told.
2 months after he was knighted in the New Year's Honours of 1980, Sir Alfred Hitchcock died of renal failure in his Bel Air home. And at a Universal Studios ceremony in 1999, leading ladies Janet Leigh and Tippi Hedren turned out to unveil a bronze bust and pay tribute to the master of suspense.
Sir Alfred, I promise you, you will never be forgotten. Your works, your talent will be entertaining audiences from here to eternity.